I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Things took a crazy turn. You get used to it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different, as you can obviously tell, because I'm injured. This past week has kind of been a little bit blue and uncertain for me. I actually just finished up with a doctor's appointment with the sports medicine doctor through Grand Rapids Ballet, and I got x-rays. Everything looks good on the x-ray front, but I'm scheduled for an MRI either this afternoon or tomorrow, and hopefully that'll give us a bit more of a well-rounded picture. I hate not knowing what's going on with my body, and I hate not being able to walk. Most of all, I hate not being able to dance. I know that there is a plan for me, and I am just following the plan. Whatever you believe, this is obviously a very necessary part of my journey, although I wish it wasn't happening in the middle of audition season and 2 weeks before Swan Lake. But we don't get to choose our battles, do we? Let's get a move on. I don't need to be at this doctor's any longer. I cannot believe that I'm allowed to admit this on the internet right now. I learned to drive on an electric vehicle, so I'm terrified of pumping gas. Like, I avoid it like the plague. I'm not usually the one to pump the gas. Natalie just pumps it, and then like we split it because this is her car that she generously shares with me. So obviously I'm gonna pitch in. I'm not usually one to pump the gas because I don't do it that much. It's not muscle memory. So I'm gonna literally Google the steps in which to pump gas. Cause like I've done it before. This is embarrassing. Park with your fuel door near the dispenser. Okay, it's on the left. That's good. Open the fuel door, remove the gas cap, select the correct octane grade, and insert the nozzle fully. Squeeze until it... Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god, I did it. I'm so happy. I did it. I'm such a big girl. I even had to ask for help, but I actually don't think that it was my fault. There was something wrong with the pressure, and he was like, sometimes when it comes up from the ground, it just like needs a quick little reset. The girl's feeling pretty good about herself. That was the mood booster I needed. Oh my god, turning on my car is really scary after the gas station. I don't know why. And it was only $27 to fill up her tank. Gas here is actually so doable. So I did a bit of cleaning around our apartment. I just vacuumed and mopped up a little bit. I'm going to head over to the studio in 30-ish minutes after I eat a nice nourishing breakfast, because this morning I left at like 7:20 and I didn't really have an appetite before. I'm gonna make some mango sticky rice oatmeal because I was just scrolling on Instagram and I saw a really good looking recipe. Also, new angle unlocked, question mark. You are inside of our microwave. Okay, so I'm gonna take about half cup of oats, a little bit of water, using dried mango. Hopefully it works the same. Poured about 3 tablespoons of coconut milk into about 3 tablespoons of water and half cup of oats. Every mango sticky rice needs a sauce, so I'm gonna make a little coconut collagen sauce for protein. I'm gonna warm up this in the microwave, so move. Half scoop of collagen into my cream and then half into the oatmeal. Obviously this coconut sauce needs to be a little sweet. I'm gonna add a dash of this. Wow, this looks like I'm being sponsored by Equip. I promise I'm not. This is really strong vanilla protein, so I'm gonna only do a little bit. This smells disgusting. It smells like protein powder. We got the coconut oatmeal. I added about half a scoop of collagen into here. This is gonna be good. It can't not be good. And this could be bad, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Protein sauce. Could have done without the protein powder. For 5 grams of protein, the flavor and the hustle was not worth it. Honestly, today was off to a crazy start, and it's probably gonna get even crazier. I'm in Chicago, Illinois. I'm just excited to figure out what's wrong, and honestly, I felt a huge relief and also mild frustration when they were like, your x-rays look great, because I'm not walking around with a broken foot. Whew! But also, I know something's going on because of the amount of pain I'm in, and so kind of frustrating. Just trying to give myself grace. This week, I've been trying out this new fertility, hormone health, cycle tracking ring. It's by the brand Femometer. It is so sleek, so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, there's literally protein chunks on it. They're actually the sponsor of today's video. I'm gonna be giving you guys a little bit of like insight into this ring. It's the Femometer Ring Air. It is so sleek. This is the color rose gold, and it's specifically designed for fertility, cycle tracking, and everything women's health, which, you know, I'm very passionate about. So I'm super excited to be trying it out. So far, I've loved it. It gives you a nightly sleep score. It gives you a wellness score. I love that it allows me to track my cycle in the app. It tracks my step, it tracks my stress and my heart rate, as well as my finger temperature, which is super important and helpful in knowing exactly when you're ovulating. I hope you love this as much as I do. If you watched my previous injured ballerina vlog, you'll know that I had no idea what this recovery was going to look like. At the time that I made that video, I thought I was going to be out for 5 days with a minor sprain in my foot. It has turned into 2 weeks, now 3 weeks of ongoing recovery, and I've been diagnosed with 3 stress reactions in my right foot. It's been a minute since I last checked in, and I'm really sorry. I am in my pajamas, I'm freshly showered, and I have a heating pad on my lap right now. Life can simply not be any better than it is right now. I actually got sent this really cute set from the brand NYX, and I am obsessed with it. I did a whole like what I eat in 2 days video with lots of like nutrition information. It was very chatty. I talked a lot. I had you guys send in a bunch of questions for me via Instagram, and if you're not following me, you might want to go do that. I'm gonna try to do a lot more like interactive educational type videos this year because that is something that I'm very passionate about. I'm having some trouble getting my MRI scheduled. I don't know if it's going to be in this vlog because I don't know how long that's going to be. I needed to restock the poly mailers that I send out my crochet orders in, and I got the cutest pink and white star packages. I am literally obsessed. If you were one of my first customers for the Cozy Ballerina, I literally sent out my first orders, reused Amazon packages. Then the second round that I just ran out of, I sent out in these really large pink poly mailers, which were so cute, but they weren't quite the right size. These are like the cutest. If you aren't a little bit embarrassed about where your business was when you first started taking orders, then that means you haven't grown enough. If you were one of my first customers, thank you so much. I can't believe you've only been doing this for like, what is it now, 2 months? Talk later. It's one thing to go into an injury prepared for the outcome and know exactly the timeline that you're going to need to recover, and it's a whole nother thing to go into an injury thinking it's one thing and then have the tables turn upside down and realize it's something entirely different, and your whole recovery trajectory changes. The long-term consequences and the effect that this is going to have on audition season and my future started to weigh on me a little bit unconsciously. Good morning, guys. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with you guys in my bathroom. It's probably really echoey, so that's why I wanted to talk you through my morning routine. She's precise. I always rinse my face. I don't like to wash my face twice a day. I just noticed I break out less when I don't wash my face quite as much. Basically a giant ice cube that melts down as you massage your face with it. It's really good for just waking me up in general. Overall puffiness. This is like my favorite step of my morning. Literally almost out of this moisturizer, and I'm so sad because it's my favorite. It's from Osea. It's really natural and super thick. Our mouth is literally like the exit point for our body, and so much detox happens during the night. Even with brushing your teeth, it doesn't get it all the way out, so oil pulling is great. I've also gotten into tongue scraping, which is an ancient Ayurvedic technique, but the stuff that comes off your tongue is disgusting. Dry brush, it's so good for just overall circulation and lymphatic drainage in the body. It's kind of painful when you first start, but then you get really used to it. The lymph system is literally like our body's mode of like detox and flushing. Please excuse the way I look right now. Not doing too hot. I also didn't have time to do my makeup before we left this morning, so my face is a representation of how I feel internally. I have spent probably way too much time on the phone these past 2 days trying to get an MRI scheduled because nowhere can just schedule an appointment, and I literally am at my wit's end because all I want to do is know what's going on. And I feel like everyone who's ever been injured in the dance world knows that like time is of the essence. Every day that I don't know exactly how to proceed and treat myself is just a day that feels wasted. My wellness score is 86. The wellness score is like a bunch of things compiled into one to like kind of see where your body's at. Sleep quality was 78. That's not good. Finger temp is 97 degree. Resting heart rate 45. All super readable in the app. Very, very detailed. Super cool. Trusting in your own journey and path is really easy when you're alone, but the second that audition discussions come up or I spend hours sitting on the sidelines watching rehearsals happen without me, it feels like I'm behind again. And I have to remind myself, who am I behind? This career is really just between me and myself, so how can I be behind? It's way easier said than done, and every day I have to choose not to feed into the fear that I'm missing out and instead focus on what I'm gaining. For some reason the weather decided to get really cold today. Yesterday was like 40 degrees and today it is almost unbearable. Natalie's making some viral content right now.
Oh yeah.
I decided I'm not going to go back for this afternoon because I'm having a lot of pain walking around. We have rehearsals for outreach, so I'm not even doing that. It's tomorrow. I'll be in my booth. Vibes are low. Hunger is high. Great combo. Okay, I'm feeling like a brand new person now that I've eaten something. Vibes are low. Hunger is high. No, I don't scratch the wall. So I'm in my bedroom and I hear this really weird grunting noise coming from the living room. I was like, what is that? And then I realized she's like, did that sound like a baby?
Definitely the 1900s. 19s. I was born in 2000.
It sounds like you.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No one's gonna know.
Fun fact, Nala loves noodles. She can't even help herself.
Loves her rice noodles.
Natalie and I have a running joke that when we move out, we're gonna find a whole hoard of noodles in her room somewhere.
Yeah, it's all gonna be under my bed.
Where did you put it?
Nala.
I've been on the phone for the past 2 hours trying to schedule an MRI, and I can't get in before March 3rd or 4th. Surprise, I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Things took a crazy turn after I talked to you guys yesterday. I spent literally 4 hours on the phone with different MRI facilities in Grand Rapids and nobody could get me in within the week. And honestly, like, I just want answers now. I understand that it's a very complicated system, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. So my mom suggested that I check in Chicago and I could literally get an appointment today. This morning I woke up in Grand Rapids at 4:45, hopped on a 6 a.m. train to Chicago, about a 4-hour ride, and now I'm here in Chicago, Illinois. I literally don't know what is life right now. This was the cheapest and fastest way for me to get an image for my foot. So welcome to my crazy life as a ballerina trying to figure out what's wrong with my injury. Chicago is gorgeous. It is pretty cold. I'm not even here for 12 hours. My train leaves at 6 p.m. tonight. So I just got on the phone with my MRI facility to confirm my appointment, and they just told me that their system was broken and that it would be better if I could come tomorrow. And I was like, I actually just traveled to Chicago. I cannot come back tomorrow. I'm so sorry. And so they were able to ask around, and I have an appointment at noon today. The issue is I'm not very mobile and my foot is hurting me really bad, so I don't even want to walk around that much. But yeah, let's make the most of our day because this is insane. Productive little cafe session, and I am catching my lift to the MRI facility now. I was in there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I did some editing, some studying. It was a great productive session. Just out of curiosity, I was checking my stress levels because my Femometer ring monitors your HRV, which is your heart rate variability. It's not like your heart rate, but it's the variability between your heart rate, and it's a really good indicator of stress. Obviously today is a little bit more stressful. Oh, it looks like now I'm calm. I was very stressed like about an hour ago, right after I got off the train, and I thought that my MRI was going to be canceled, and that was crazy. There's just so much about our body that I'm fascinated to understand on like a scientific level, and this Femometer ring is just making it so accessible. All right, I will see you guys when I get there, and wish me luck because I want to figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm going in. Apparently I don't have to change because it's only my foot, but I'm panicked, so I took off all my jewelry, and yeah, wish me luck, guys. Fingers crossed. I fear there's no good way to sum up that day we just had together, and it was probably the most unhinged thing I've ever done in my life. Booking that ticket 8 hours before I left was exhilarating, and it just reminded me how as dancers we are willing to do virtually anything to get back to dancing as soon as possible. Okay, good morning guys. I survived the ride home, yay. I got back at 11:30 last night, which honestly wasn't too bad. I was expecting to get back closer to midnight, and when I came home I was able to take a nice relaxing bath. I went to sleep by 12:30 I think, and I woke up at 8:30, so I'm feeling pretty well rested. Yesterday was definitely just a push in general, but I woke up today feeling really guilty. I'm not in a lot of pain today, which is amazing, and instead of being like super excited about it, I'm like, all this rest I've taken is worthless. Like, why did I take time off? I'm not in pain anymore, when it's like such a cognitive disconnect because I'm not in pain anymore because I rested immediately. I think it's a very dancer thing to feel guilty for taking care of your body, and it's not that I was even just taking care of my body. I literally couldn't walk. I had a really good breakfast. I had some banana bread and eggs and my tart cherry gummies. I'm so proud of my body for getting me back so quickly. Hopefully this is the last of the injured vlogs, and hopefully by the end of this we can have an answer as to what the heck is going on. There's a certain motivation we have when an end goal is in sight, when there's a clear timeline we have to follow to reach said destination and achieve success. But if this injury has shown me anything, it's that healing and recovery are not linear. And if you think about it, neither is life. There are so few things worthwhile that come easily. In fact, I'd argue nothing worthwhile is a product of a straight path to the finish line. It's almost as if working for something hard enough is part of the satisfaction enmeshed with the end feeling of success. To be totally vulnerable, I'm embarrassed at how hopeful I was towards the end of this vlog, and I'm embarrassed that I felt guilty for not being in pain anymore. I wasn't in pain because I was resting and healing, and as dancers sometimes, if we're not actively in pain, I feel like we don't feel like we're working hard enough. This is lunch. It's tuna, cucumber, red onion, a little bit of edamame, sesame seed oil, and garlic powder with some salt. So yummy, simple, and delicious. Bye! And she is off. It's off to New York City. Plan for right now is for me to drive to Michael's, return 2 giant balls of yarn and exchange them for the proper colors. And I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, do our weekly grocery shopping so that on Sunday we don't have to do anything and we can just lounge around the house. My boyfriend is coming to sort of surprise me for Valentine's Day tomorrow. Actually, tonight. I'm picking him up at midnight, so I'll be coming back to the airport in 9 hours. Yay! We're gonna have a special little Valentine's Day dinner, so I need to pick up some steaks, some strawberries, some chocolate, and some sweet potatoes for that. And I was like, while I'm out at TJ's, might as well just do our grocery shopping. I know this is true for me, but pain takes many forms, and not all pain is something to ignore. Even though it might make us feel strong and driven, pain is there to be listened to, and if we don't listen, consequences come. Just finished in Trader Joe's, thank goodness. It was literally insane in there for a Friday. But I saw this Instagram reel the other day of this boyfriend making candy roses as a bouquet for his girlfriend, and I really want to try making it, so I'm gonna make a bunch of roses because they only had this red sour candy belts. I think they're gonna be disgusting and I'm gonna hate them, but I couldn't resist. It was only $3. Let me try it. I don't know if I've ever eaten something like this in my life. Oh my god, that's really yummy. Mmm!
Is it good?
It's so good. Actually, it's a bit texturally upsetting. No. I like it. Oh, surprisingly, there's not that many ingredients in here. They're not gluten-free, bruh.
Oh, that's not good. Spit that shit out.
Maybe I'll just eat a few. Then I also got myself a ginger kombucha because health. That's fine, I'll bleep it out. I'm keeping that in. I don't know what is going on with this vlog at this point. It's really just all over the place, and I think that is just where my life is at right now. I don't know what is going on. Unfortunately, I have not been able to hear back from the MRI place, so I have no idea what's going on, and I'm accepting that. My boyfriend is arriving in 5 hours, and I'm so excited. I have to stay up till midnight again. I'm feeling absolutely manic because I had 0 sleep yesterday and the night before. I need to clean our whole apartment from top to bottom because it's a little messy. My foot is feeling pretty good, honestly. My energy's great. I walked around all afternoon without the boot, and it definitely is starting to like ache and kind of throb a little bit. So I don't know if that was the right call, but I'm gonna just be a little extra careful. I have 6 skewers. I don't think that's gonna work. They're also chopsticks, they're not skewers. Rolled them and then started to twist them. This is the final result after eating probably too many bites of these, making a giant mess and almost killing my camera. We have completed the candy rose bouquet. I think it's cute. Definitely looks handmade and it was way harder than I thought, but happy Valentine's Day. My laundry's done. This vlog is really just, it's taking a turn. I decided to wash all our rags and our kitchen rug because it was time. Honestly, if you guys are still here at this point, you're a real one. The kitchen is looking so clean and so beautiful. I'm so glad I spent like an hour cleaning, vacuumed the whole place, and I made gluten-free brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Oh, they're like kind of uncooked. That's how I like it. Oh my gosh, yum. I also got my recess moods in the mail, so I'm gonna set these out right before I head to the airport so that we can have a little mocktail cookie moment. I'm actually so beyond excited to see him. This one. Perfect. This is where I'm gonna set up our little recess moods. We've got the cookies and some candles. This is the vibe we're working with. Okay, now is the time of the night that I've been looking forward to the most because I have been on my feet literally the whole day and my foot is not happy with me. So I need to start winding down a little bit. I'm gonna take an everything shower, get my hair washed, get this whole week washed off of me because you've been with me since Tuesday and it feels like I've lived a life of adventures, honestly. I feel like we need to do a little weekly recap because it's been insane. I know this video is a little different than usual because I'm not doing my high intensity ballet training. So if you guys made it to this point in the video, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for being here no matter what the circumstances. Y'all are a real one. I have loved this Femometer ring since the moment I put it on. I am very hesitant when I talk about fitness trackers and smart rings because I feel like there is a side to them that can be a little bit disordered and kind of turn into an obsession. Nothing is going to be a perfect example of what your body actually did for you in a day. No ring can tell you that. And yet I've learned that there is quite a place for smart rings, especially if it's something that you're really interested in. It's kind of cool to take data and interpret it and recognize how it can actually help you fuel and nourish your body better, sleep better, track your cycle more efficiently, and do all these things outside of just burning X amount of calories because that's not really the point of life and that is not a full picture of health. It really feels like Femometer is a brand that represents women and that is so special to me. This Femometer Ring Air is actually the first smart ring to actively detect hot flashes. While hot flashes are typically associated with menopause, there are other underlying health issues that can result in hot flashes and it's really important to tackle them before they happen. Things like hormonal fluctuation, cardiovascular issues, and emotional stress can all contribute to hot flashes. This might be a really incredible tool for you to use on your health and hormone journey. Let's just enter this next healing phase together. Hopefully by the time that this video is out, I'll know exactly what's going on with me. Excited to slowly work up to my regular dancing come Monday and obviously take you guys along because one day at a time, one step at a time, we are going to get through this. And yeah, see you soon.